Salve and welcome to another installment of my Gesta Romanorum. Today we will be continuing Caput Quintum of the Gesta Romanorum. We'll pick up at line 38 and finish off the rest of the story, and we'll cover the moral of the story for the next episode. We'll begin with a read-through. Puellaudins isterationis ait ad primum respondeo, quando dicis, quod ego decepi patrum meum proprium, quod non es verum. Ille decipitor, qui in alico bono demenuetur. Ille decipitor, qui in alico bono demenuetur. Sed pater meius tam locublus est, quod alicuius auxilium non intiget. Cum hoc perpendi, juvenuis tum a carcere lebravi, et si pater meius pro reo redemptionem accepisset, non multum propter altitior fuisset, et tu per redemptionem deparatus esses. Ergo in isto actu te salvavi, quod redemptionem non delisti, et patere meo nullum injuriam feci. Ad aliem rationem, quando dicis quod ego ex libidine, hoc feci, respondeo. Hoc nullum modo potes fieri, quia libido aut es propter pulcritudinem, aut propter divisias, aut propter fortitudinem. Sed filius tuus nullum istorum abuit, qui pulchritudiis per carcerem erat annihilata, nec divis fuit, qui non habuit unde se ipsum redimeret. Nec fortis, quia fortitudinem perderet per carceris magerationem, ergo sola pietas mes movebat, quod ipsum liberavi. Pater hoc audiens non potuit filium arguere iutorius. Filius ergo cum magna solenitate eiam in uxorem duxit, et in pace vitam finivit. Translation. To the first, remember he gave two objections for why his son should not marry her, and she says, to the first I respond, when you say that I deceived my own father, that is not true. He is deceived who is diminished with respect to some good. But my father is so rich, such that he does not need the help of anyone. When I thoroughly considered this young man I freed from prison, and if my father took the redemption money for him, he would not, on that account, be richer by much. And you, through the redemption money, would be poorer. Therefore, in this act I saved you, because you did not give the redemption money, and I did no injury to my father. To the other reason, when you say that I did this from passion or because of passion, I respond, in no way is this able to be, because passion is either on account of beauty or on account of riches or on account of strength. But your son had none of these, because beauty of him, his beauty, was annihilated or completely lost through prison. Neither was he rich, because he did not have something by which he might redeem himself. Neither strong, because strength he lost through the wearing down of prison. Therefore only piety was moving me to free him. The father, hearing this, was not able to resist or to argue with his son anymore. Therefore the son, with great solemnity, married her and finished his life in peace. Let's go back and pick up a few things. Here we have several uses of the word quod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all 5 are different uses of the word quod here. We have at the very beginning, when you say that I deceived my father, normally you might expect an accusative subject with an infinitive. So normally you might expect the ego to be me and the decepi to be an infinitive, but in medieval Latin it's common to change that to just a quod plus the indicative. For our second quod, we have a relative quod. We have that is not true, that which you say is not true. So that's a classic use of the word quod there. And then, but my father is so rich, with the result that you might expect an ut plus the subjunctive, but here we have quod plus the indicative. So that's a classic use of medieval Latin there. Therefore, in this act, I saved you because you did not give the redemption money. So that's acting as a ground clause. And then we have one that's a little different. So therefore, only duty or only piety was moving me that I liberated him. This is acting in an exegetical way or an explanatory way, but instead of having instead of having an infinitive, so movebat me liberare, here we have a quod clause here. Notice also you can have a noun by itself without an adjective and it still be possessive. So he finished his life. It is very clearly being possessed by the Son. So you don't need vitam eius here. You can just have vitam, and that's the weakest form of the possessive adjective, having nothing. Join us next time as we finish out the story and do the moral. And until then, vale.